This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the three-day Abu Dhabi Media Summit kicked off on Tuesday, gathering more than 400 leaders across the global media industry, and started with a keynote address from Microsoft founder and philanthropist Bill Gates. His speech set the tone for the event, running with the theme, Redefining the Digital Frontier. While the discussions and workshops will revolve around the key trends, challenges and innovation, the co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation emphasised the role of media in addressing some of the issues plaguing the world today. He also highlighted the unique characteristics of the region that balances tradition and change, strategic philanthropy and the rise of new media that makes it, and the UAE in particular as key players in the fight against poverty and disease. He said it is critical that everyone employs the advancement we are seeing and experiencing for the benefit of everyone.
Innovation can be applied to let people know about what's going on in the poorest countries. It can be employed to find people who really care about an issue and connect them together. It can be employed so that if people are generous in giving to places far away, they can see, did it have an impact? Did that work? How should they feel about that? We've not fully tapped this new digital media for the force of good. In fact, the word media might not be even the right word to capture the dynamic role that can be played. The media is a voice. The media can create communities and environments where people can interact and learn from each other.
These emerging platforms are making money. They're spreading wealth and they're spreading know-how and inspiration around the world, and here's what the through line is for those things. It's only going to make the world better. And I thought that was a much more illuminating thing for them to talk about than just the usual, here's what our challenges are and here's what we face every day and those sorts of things.
A huge part of this year's summit is focused on young professionals and entrepreneurs who will eventually drive the ongoing media revolution in the UAE and the region. His Excellency Khaldoon Khalifa Al Mubarak, the chairman of the Abu Dhabi Summit and CEO of Mubadala Development Company, said more than 55% of the participants are from the region, a sign of growing interest and demand.
Sky News Arabia.
My advice to entrepreneurs who are starting here is to look at the world as their market, not just focus on, we want to do something, we want to build a Facebook for Middle East, because there's already a Facebook for the whole world, right? So think about very innovative technology, disruptive ideas, and that can change the world. And not only just focus on the region, focus on the world, because the world is your market if you want to be impactful.
Boosting the Emirati population has been identified as a key challenge in the first ever Abu Dhabi Human Development Report that was launched on Tuesday. Released by the Abu Dhabi Department of Economy and the United Nations Development Programme, the report has tracked the progress of Abu Dhabi over the past 40 years. It charts the Emirates' strengths and weaknesses, focusing on the economy, education and people's well-being. Off the back of this, the report calls for Emiratis to have bigger families, as expats account for 75% of the Emirates population, and the growth of Emiratis hasn't actually kept pace with economic growth. The report added that Abu Dhabi is ranked 29th globally according to the Human Development Index, which is calculated by assessing life expectancy, education and income levels. Dubai Airports confirmed the closure of both runways at Dubai International Airport this morning at 6:45 a.m., which were then reopened at 8:45 a.m. In a press release, the airport stated that the shutdown resulted in the diversion of 50 flights to a number of airports in the region, including Dubai World Central, Al Ain, Doha, Abu Dhabi, Dammam, Muscat and Bahrain, among others. The closures were caused by the loss of power to a critical runway backup system required during foggy conditions. Dubai Airport is currently working with airlines, air traffic and ground services staff to restore operations. The statement added that further flight delays are anticipated as a result of the disruption, and passengers are advised to check with their airline for further information. The UAE has dropped from second place to 10th among the countries with the highest incidence of diabetes. And in a bid to remove the Emirates out of the top 10, delegates from across the world will convene in Dubai on Thursday for the annual Emirates Diabetes and Endocrinology Congress. Having attracted 15,000 healthcare professionals at last year's event, delegates will meet this week and discuss ways to reduce the burden of the disease across the region. The Congress is scheduled to take place from Thursday the 11th to Saturday the 15th under the theme of exploring the shift in the paradigm of endocrinology and diabetes in the Middle East. The event will focus on vital and relevant topics concerning patients in the region. Some of these include a review on local and international diabetes treatment guidelines, endocrine hypertension, and long-term management and the follow-up of thyroid cancer, among others. Responsible for creating scientific dialogue at such events, the CEO of the Dubai Hospital and Congress President, Dr. Abdul Razak Ali Al Madani, stresses that lifestyle changes can reduce your risk to related cardiovascular diseases.
Eating, unhealthy eating, no exercise, putting on weight. So if the people follow that and can control their diet, do regular exercise, watch their weight, I'm sure we can go down the list.
Al Madani added that diseases which often affect the elderly are now affecting the health and lives of youth and young adults in the region.
The majority of the patients are diagnosed at the age between 40 and 50, but we have many patients who are diagnosed at younger age, many at 30s and many even in 20s, and we have also patients who have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Still they are teenagers, that means at the age of 14 and 15. So it is coming down at the aging, and that is mainly because of, as I said, unhealthy lifestyle and obesity.
Over 200 people from 50 different nationalities washed their hands simultaneously at the Hands for Hygiene in Dubai today, setting a new Guinness World Record. In celebration of Global Hand Washing Day, Lifebuoy, Unilever's health soap brand, brought participants together at the Atlantis The Palm, setting a Guinness World Record of the highest number of people from different nationalities washing their hands at the same time. The event aims to promote how washing hands at key moments can prevent diseases such as pneumonia and diarrhea and lower the death rate globally. Studies suggest that around 1.1 million children die every year due to hygiene-related diseases. Lifebuoy has been running a health and hygiene initiative in the UAE and across their schools. And this year alone, it looks to reach 500,000 children across 600 schools in the GCC.
Lifebuoy is saying that it takes only 5 occasions every day to create a healthy hand washing habit. Before eating food, wash your hands, and after using the toilet, wash your hands. And if children can do this, and their families can also do this, we know from research that diseases like diarrhea as well as pneumonia can actually drop by 50%.
Finally, in our last story, Italian boutique Vernier opened its doors in Dubai on Tuesday night, boasting the unique handmade jewels it's famous for at the Jumeirah Emirates Towers. Vernier was established in 1984 as a goldsmith workshop, and now Vernier represents top Italian jewellery everywhere in the world, from Milan, Geneva and Athens to Beverly Hills, Miami and now Dubai. The jewellery has made such a name for itself that the likes of Demi Moore and Angelina Jolie are fans of the store's unique designs. The boutique is located on the ground floors in the Jumeirah Emirates Towers shopping boulevard and is the first boutique from Vernier to establish the company into the Middle East. Radiating an evening of sophistication and elegance, guests were invited to experience an all-Italian affair, whereby the Vernier boutique was transformed into a stylish setting, taking guests on a journey into the glamorous world of Vernier.
It's really a milestone because we have desiring to be here for many years. And we were just waiting for the right occasion and to find the right partner. We wanted to do it not by ourselves, but to count on somebody who locally knew the market and the right connection, and we have found it. So it took us a few years, but we are confident that we arrived at the right place at the right moment. We attract all these women that they are, I could say, bored with traditional jewelry, that they already have every kind of traditional jewelry, and they just want to make a step forward, to try to wear something different. And that's why we are proud to offer them a line which is a sort of different and sophisticated.
And up next, we'll have the day's business news, so stay with us.